What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another on-course vlog from the villages. In today's installment, we are going through 9 holes at Havana Country Club, the Kenya course. Havana Country Club is located at 2488 Odell Circle in the Villages, Florida. There are 3 9-hole courses here by the names of Kenya, Hemingway, and Kilimanjaro. As I mentioned in the video, I only played 9 holes this afternoon, so next week's video will be from another executive course. The only note I want to get across is the par mix-up on the 8th hole. I thought it was a par 4 the entire hole instead of a par 5 in actuality, so my apologies for that. Again, only cutting in here at the beginning, so without further ado, let's get into it on the first hole flyover. Alright folks, we are back. Gonna play just 9. Played Truman at the executive this morning. We're at Havana Country Club. This is the Kenya course. There's another one of these championship courses with 3 different 9 holes. So the Kenya course, I opted for the blue tee boxes, which are the 3rd farthest back. There's, I think, black, gold, and then blue. So first hole, it's about 290. Actually, it's probably longer than that. Huh? Yeah, 323. I stand corrected. Dogleg right, so that's the pin over there. There's water right, there's a bunker up there. So I'm just gonna aim out towards those houses. The 150 is kind of straight out. And hopefully, first driver swing of the day, get off to a decent start with this orange Strixon ball that I found earlier today. Let's see if I can get the little baby draw going again like I did yesterday. Or a fade, but I hit it pretty good. Thanks. My dad's not playing today, he's just spectating and or caddying and or beer guy. We're off. Alright folks, so by my standards, you guys are about a yard behind the 50. By my standards, that was a pretty good first tee shot. That was about 275, I think. Right in front of this green. I've got 42 to the middle, 57 to the back, pins in the back, so these are probably going to be quick. I didn't hit any practice putts, but I'm going to go 52, try to fly at about 45, 50, see how much it either rolls out or doesn't, but go. Alright, landed kind of soft. I hit that a little chunky, but we got a birdie putt. Alright, trying out that head-on action for the putts. I try it if I can, depending on where I can put the camera. Try to get some different angles for these putts. But, birdie putt, these don't look like they were punched super recently, so it's probably going to be relatively quick, although it's soft. So we'll see. Uphill, looks like right to left and then left to right, so I think I'm going to go left edge uphill. Cardinal sin, right, of leaving birdie putt short, so I'm going to give it a ride. Slow down. Ooh, I wiggled the other way. Hopefully I'm still, you guys can see this, but now we got downhill, right to left. And try my best to kind of dive this in there. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, these are quick. Wow. Alright, birdie into a bogey putt. And I pushed it. Wow. On the green in 2, and we get a double bogey 6. That is not the start we were looking for. Alright, rough start. Good drive. I mean, it was a doable, halfway decent second shot, and then just putting horrendous. But second hole, par 4. What'd I say? 332. Pretty straightforward. A little bit of a fade, but should be just fine right up the right. I think I'm in the short. Alright, another decent tee shot. This may come down to short game today. So I said I was in the short stuff. I'm right on the edge, literally. Couldn't be any closer, so it's right on in between. Got 81 to the middle. That pin looks like it's in the front, huh? 72 to the front, so 52. Only have 2 wedges. The pitching wedge, which I guess is 1, but then 58 and 52. Let's see. Can hit about 70-75 yard shot here. Should be decent. Maybe just a tad long right, but we're on. Alright, another good drive. I didn't check how far that went, but it was probably pretty similar, I would expect. Pretty good drive. Better second shot this time, so we have a long birdie putt, but it's a birdie putt. Downhill, right to left, I believe. I think everything runs off towards the left. Well, I don't know. Some of these, I haven't been reading these greens while I've been here that great. This is kind of hopefully a good pace putt and just get it close for a tap in par type of situation. Ooh. Alright. These are definitely relatively quick. I didn't have to hit that very hard and it still came up long. At least we have an uphill putt though. And this is not much in this, so should be a good par look here. Right the ship a little bit. Gonna need a bird maybe to get back one of that strokes from the double there on the first, but wow, what am I doing? So frustrating. 2 birdie looks in a row. We got a double. Now we're looking at a bogey. Just still decent holes. It's just short game. Drive for show, putt for dough. All right, we're 3 over through 2. Third hole, 3 over through 2, par 4, 372. I think it's downhill and to the left. It's frustrating. 2 birdie looks in a row. Those weren't exactly like tap in birdie putts, but those should have been lagged close birdie putts and 2 tap in pars. So I would have been expecting and happy to be even through 2. Could have easily been that, but instead double and then a bogey. So I like this orange ball that I found though. So dogleg left downhill. I don't see the green, but obviously I think I want to split those trees and then that bathroom shack looking thing out there. Right down the pipe. Yeah, I didn't see it land, but it should be in between that 150 and you see the other stake out there. It was straight. 3 good tee shots in a row. Can't ask for much more than that. Maybe besides a little bit of a baby draw, but that one was pretty dead straight. Maybe like less than 5 yards of a fade. The other 2 faded just a little bit, but they worked out fine. So we got it. I was worried I was going to be way further down. So to be completely honest with you, the ball is like right here. I think that's technically right outside of these red stakes, but that's dumb. I mean, I know it's technically, I think, out of bounds over there, but I'm hitting this and I'm not taking a stroke. So again, I know there's one of those, what was it, Truman earlier today where I hit 1 into the water, 2 down, and I dropped. But I mean, it kind of is what it is. We can't be hitting multiple shots if I didn't know. I don't know the layouts of any of these holes, so it is what it is. 92 to the middle, uphill. Pin looks like it's pretty close to the middle, maybe closer to the front. 77 to the front, 107 to the back. So we're going choke down pitching wedge. And to add on that, to be frank, I had a much better lie. It was propped up in this longer stuff, just like right over here, and I just kicked it over, and this grass is in a little bit tougher shape, so it's sitting down even more. So I don't know. All right, choke down pitching wedge. This stuff is thick. And the ball's sitting down, ball below my feet. Gonna hit grass before this ball. Got it out. Might be a little bit long again. Yeah. It's gonna stay up there, but that's fine. Got another birdie look. That thing was sitting down. All right, third birdie look in a row. And this thing's gonna be lightning fast. Downhill, I think left to right. I think it's kind of in a bowl almost. I think I need to start it up through here. And just to put a bow on what I was talking about before over those stakes, I just looked back at it. I mean, obviously, I've done it before. You guys have seen me take drops and whatnot. If the ball was 5-10 feet into that long stuff down there, you guys can see it from here. If it was like halfway down to that long stuff, obviously I would have to take a stroke if I found it, if I even found it, to bring it up. But it was literally 6 inches from where I just hit that, and I gave myself a worse lie from where I was. And that's like those stakes. I know technically it probably gets marshy down there, but that's, you can play out of there all day. So I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I'm not a super rule purist. I don't try to cheat, but something like that, that's pretty minimal in my opinion. But all right, I need to focus on these putts. 3 birdie putts in a row, and I've got a double and a bogey, so I really need to lag this close. I'm gonna take my time too, because there's 3 women in front of us and 1 guy, and we had to wait for him to get off the green, so no rush. I don't know if the extra weight's gonna help the putting or not. Seems like I'm striking 3 really good drives in a row. 2 good approach shots, 1 halfway decent, and then it's just the putting. Wow. Well, better speed control, but I didn't start that nearly far enough. But we have a relatively flat putt for par. Uphill, left to right. Well, might be one of those days. Could be one of those where ball striking's good and the short game's just not there. And not even the wedge, it's just the putting apparently, but these greens are tough. Compared to that executive I played this morning that was super sandy and slow, these things feel like I'm putting on concrete at this point. Hopefully, next couple holes, I'm only playing 9, so that's already 3. Hopefully by the next hole I figure it out, but we'll see. Four over through 3. 4th hole, got a par 3. Pretty straightforward. Pins in the front. 141 to the middle, 127 to the front. Pin looks like it's front and left, so I'm gonna go pitch and wedge. The ball's been flying a little bit further today too. So yeah, I think full pitch and wedge should be a decent club. Maybe even come up a little long on that one, but I was just saying, I bought one of those practice putts that I have back at home. Practice putting greens. I need to, I guess, work on that because those weren't makeable birdie putts, but I should have been able to lag those up for tap-in pars, and I should be with 3 birdie putts in a row, even through 3, instead I'm 4 over through 3. In my defense, I am using still my mom's starter set women's putter, so alright, let's hit a good pitch and wedge here. Tad heavy, fading right. We're just on right side. It's another long birdie putt, but it is a birdie putt, but we're on the green. Just over that edge of the bunker, I heard it hit. We didn't make it by much, but we are on the green, and this is 4 birdie putts in a row. Again, these aren't makeable birdie putts, like these are long putts, especially this one is even longer, but again, I really want to get to the point, more so with my own putter, obviously, but get to the point where I feel like my long game, when I'm hitting it decent, I've been striking, just telling my dad, I was striking the ball good these first couple holes. It's just putting. And if I can dial in this putting to where I'm lighting these up to within tap-in range, I can't ask for much more than birdie looks every single hole so far. So a lot of it comes down to the read. The other part of it is just these greens are difficult, but it looks pretty straight, slightly downhill. There's a hump over there to your right, my left. over where the flag shadow is. Wants to start right and then come back. So I think I'm gonna aim maybe 2 balls left. I don't know. Again, it doesn't really help when you're not super dialed in and committed to a line here, but alright, that's more like it. That's what I'm talking about with these putts. I need to be able to do that consistently and lag that up to where I'm in basically gimme range with a putter length. This isn't exactly based on how I've been putting it. This isn't exactly good and in the hole just yet, but par putt. Alright, we'll take that. That feels better. We got a par 5, 5th hole coming up next. Alright, par on the last one. Finally capitalized on hitting a green. We got the 5th hole, par 3, or par 5, 5th hole, par 5. 5-2-6 from basically in between where the camera is in these tee boxes. So I think I can see the flag out there to the right. I think there's trouble right, so I'm gonna go basically the left side of these, hopefully left side of these palm trees, and go over that way. And it should, I would think, the fairway wants me to go out to the left and then to the right. So I think if I cut the corner a little bit that way and I can hit it decent, that should put me in a decent spot. I'm gonna give those people up there another couple minutes, just so hopefully I hit another good tee shot and it doesn't piss anyone off that I come close. All right, I'm actually gonna move this back. Another one of those technical rules. I think I'm like an inch in front of this tee box, but not that on a 500 and something yard hole, that extra inch is gonna make a difference. So move it back a little bit and give this orange ball a ride here. Popped it up, it's fading. It went towards middle right of these palm trees. I think that's open over there though, so I hit it as good as the first couple, but that should be in play, I think. I could feel my alignment a little bit jacked up on that one. I was second guessing where I was aimed, but I mean, we're in play. That was probably 250 maybe. That was pretty, popped it up and it was spinny and right, but we'll see where it is. Well, turns out there's a bunker over here, which I did not know. I thought it was just grass over here, but from where I am perpendicular to my ball, I've got 252 out of this bunker. I think I'm just gonna hit, I don't know, debating 5, 6, 7. A little bit extra loft wouldn't hurt. Probably hit a 7. With these clubs, usually the way the lofts go and what I used to play into, which I think is still pretty similar right now, is 200 was my 5 iron, 190 was 60 or 6 iron, and 180 was iron. So obviously I'm out of the sand. I'm not going to get 180 out of it, but probably a little bit extra loft, help it out of here, and a little bit more forgiving. Basically, I'm just aiming for that bunker in front of the green, hopefully just short of that, but somewhere up there would be good. It is a par 5, so oh, my feet slipped when I hit it, but it'll be fine. That's actually not bad. I didn't see it come down, but it was right and hopefully just short of that bunker. Alright, thought I was going to be a little bit further up, closer to that bunker, but we're in play. Got that bunker protecting this green. I've got 105 to the middle. It looks like, I mean, the pin's in the middle of the green, but it looks like it could be closer to the back, which is 114, but it's still a pitching wedge either way. And it's just a half versus kind of a 3/4. What is the wind doing? Not much. A little bit. Ball's gonna be a little bit below my feet. Ugh. I'm burping up sushi. It's right at it. Still might be too much. Might be, is that off the back? It was right at it. I hit it good. It might be off the back in the rough on that hump. All right, this is very unfortunate. I thought I was gonna be just off. I must have hit that bump or that hump right there, and it rolled all the way over here. So I don't know what, I brought my 4-iron and I have my 58. I can either throw it up left, and I don't even know if it's gonna hit the green, or try to bump it around a 4-iron up this hill, which is probably dumb. So I guess I'm gonna go 58 and just bail out to the left. I hit that pitching wedge so good. I only had 100 yards too, and I choked down. I thought that was gonna be decent, but all right. We gotta throw it up and over this branch right on the left, and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully catch the green. If not, have another chip from outside of the green. Ball's below my feet. Did it stay on? Roll to the front. I mean, I was looking, I was trying to, can't even talk, I'm flustered. That was what I was trying to do, that's what I was looking for, and I executed it decent. I think it just rolled out, but, all right. I couldn't see it, that was a blind shot. From what my dad was saying, I thought I was gonna be like on the fringe, but this actually, from where I was and that difficulty of that shot, that was pretty good. I don't know what his deal is with distance perception for some of these putts, but we have a putt, and honestly, uphill, I think right to left. The cup is slanted left to right, but it looks right to left. I don't know. Honestly, I just want to lag this up there and tap it in for bogey at this point. Well, it was starting to work that way. That was close to the line, not enough pace. So we got this for bogey. Pretty straightforward, uphill, definitely right to left. So I'm going just right at bogey after that unfortunate break over that hill with the pitching wedge. I'll take it, all things considered. Bogey 6 on the par 5 fifth. Onward we go. These greens are tough. All right, 6th hole, par 4. The card, I haven't seen that yet while I've been here. It said either 410 or 390, I guess, depending on where the tee box is. The plaque right here next to these tee boxes says 410, so I guess it's that. We got bunker left short. We got a bunker to the right. We got the 150 in between, so that's what I'm aiming for. Either a relatively straight shot at that 150 or even maybe a fade. I could probably start it even a little bit further left. This has got to be a dogleg left, right? Came over the top on it. It'll be fine, but it's further right than I would want. I don't know. Is that bunker? We'll see. That could be bunker. Been hitting a little bit better than a little bit straighter. Just moving the ball, like I mentioned, I think yesterday at Mallory Hill. Just moving the ball placement with my driver, and I guess really all the clubs, just a little more center. All right, just got a temperature warning on the phone I was using to record, so I had to switch phones. Hopefully that last tee shot registered. I thought I was going to be towards those bunkers, but we're actually pretty close to the middle of the fairway. So 154 to the middle, 141 to the front. Everything's been flying far. You either go soft 9, full pitch and wedge. Wind's a little bit behind us, right to left. I guess I'll go 9. We'll see. I'm going to choke down a little bit. Some of you are probably yelling at me through the screen saying you've been coming up long with everything, hit the pitching wedge, but I don't know if I can get 140 to the front out of a pitching wedge, let alone 150 or whatever I just said, so. A little bit thin. It's right at it though again. All right, thanks. Thin to win. All right, guys. Well, decently struck 9-iron. I thought it would honestly be a little bit closer, but my alignment, that was right where I wanted it. Right, and just came up just a tad short, but we got another birdie putt. Okay, more than that. This would be nice if we roll this in for bird. I feel like I've been telling my dad, I feel like I'm striking the ball really well today. It's just scoring and mainly putting. It's just the scoring ability is not there right now. I pushed it, and it almost went in. That was possibly a bad read too, but good lag putt, good tap in par. Maybe I have to do some aim point stuff. Rick was doing that from golfing with the villages. He does the aim point thing with he feels it with his feet and does the finger thing. I might need to do that because I'm not reading these super great. Good par on the last one. 7th hole, par 3. Tough to tell where that pin is. It's obviously it's the left side of the green, but 153 to the middle, 166 to the back, 135 to the front. So should be a solid 9 iron. Should put his pin high. Whether I get the alignment right that I've been talking about, I'll probably jinx myself, but we're gonna hit a solid 9 and see where we put it. Obviously it's safe right, so I can bail out that way a little bit. Just threw this ball up here. I felt like DOD King tossing the ball down and hitting driver, but it's just a 9 iron. I feel like, I don't know if you guys tee up your shots like this, like sometimes I do with hybrids off the tee if I'm laying up, but I feel like with these like par 3 type shots, I feel like I get a feel for the turf interaction with like fairway shots, and this is just a continuation. So versus putting it up on a tee, which is just a tad different, I'd rather almost just prop it up on the grass and hit a regular type of shot. Fade, fade, fade. I popped it up and go. Fade and go. Nope. Popped it up. Well, at least it's not in the bunker, but it's probably 20 yards short in the rough, right to the right of the bunker. That wasn't hit the best. Not great. I mean, if it faded a little bit, I think, honestly, coming up here, the flag's not doing anything, but there is a decently strong wind in my face and coming this way. So I think the wind definitely held that up a little bit more, but we're not super far away from the front of the green. I have 29 to the middle and the pin's back left. I wish I would have known it was in the back too. It was hard to tell. So I'm gonna throw a 58 up there. Hopefully we put it close. All right. There's actually a little bit of a bowl. The pin's on a, it's gonna be sloping down. Have some wiggle room, I think. There's some thick grass though. Not terrible, not great. Pushed it right. It's pinned high, but would have liked to have been closer from that. That's a long par putt. It's makeable, but the percentage on these is pretty low. It's probably 15 feet maybe. So slightly uphill, slightly. Actually, it's not that slight, but I'm seeing this right to left. So I think I need probably 3-4 balls right. We'll see. This would be nice if this drops. Would have been nice if I stuck the green too on the tee shot, but beggars can't be choosers. Good speed. I just didn't start it far enough. Low percentage chance to make it, but to get a bogey from that tee shot, decent second shot, decent putt, and then just a tap in, it is what it is. All right, 8th hole, par 4, 474, I believe it was. Looks like these people in front of us slowed down a little bit, so I'm gonna have to give them a second before I tee off. But it looks like to me, I don't see the green yet. I think it's a slight dogleg left. It's gotta be, I mean, I'm gonna aim for the 150. Honestly, maybe that car in the middle, I don't know. There's a lot of room up there, but hopefully keep it in the short stuff up there. And then I think the pin is up and to the left. We'll see. All right, I think we're good. Gave him a couple minutes. I just said it to my dad, so might as well say it here too, at the expense of jinxing myself. I've been playing with this orange ball all day. This is a pretty wide open fairway. If I lose this on this one, I deserve it. But basically, I'm going to aim I mean, in between the bunkers, I got like 100, 150 yards wide of this fairway. So anywhere between the two bunkers, just left of that 150, it's uphill too. Some darker clouds looking, but still pretty nice out right now. Didn't hit it particularly well, but I drew it. That was the first time I drew it today. I was doing that last night at Mallory Hill, almost every tee shot. That was not hit as well, but it's probably going to go just as far, if not a little bit further, because I drew it out of a spinny slice. So that should be right between the 150, a little bit closer to that bunker on the left. That which hit decent into the fairway, so we will take it. Well, once again, I stand corrected. I'm not in the fairway, but we're still in the second cut, and it was pretty much down the middle, right where I wanted it. So we'll take it all day long. This is basically, I mean, technically right here is the fairway, but this is still really short grass, and this is nicer than a lot of fairways I play back home. So we have 200 exactly from where I am, uphill, into the wind, 215 to the back. So the pin, I have no idea where the pin is. It looks towards maybe front right. I wish I had the colored flags like they do at home with the red, white, and blue. But I think the middle with the wind, 215, I'm probably going to hit 4-iron, and that might even still come up short, uphill into the wind. I think this is the first time I've hit 4-iron since I've been here, besides the driving range. We'll see how this goes. Ball down too, below my feet, so this is gonna wanna slice even more than usual. Oh, thin and slicing. Get down before the bunker. I think it bounced in. It's up there though. I almost topped it. That was thin, low in the face, off the heel. Probably should have just hit 5 and laid up. Alright, I was saying to my dad in the car while we were driving over here, that was my probably worst struck ball this whole round, but 4-iron. So I suck out of the bunker anyways. This looks like pretty soft sand. I guess at least it's on the upslope, which is a good thing. I'd rather have that than the downslope, but I'm kind of short-sighted. I'm going 58, and we'll see. I'm not very good out of the bunker. I've never practiced it. I really need to do that, but I'm just going to try to catch it clean, pop it out of here with the 58, and hopefully put it within putting distance for par. This thing is on a ridge though. We'll see. Last time my feet slipped, so I'm going to dig in. Alright. Kind of drop kicked it, but I don't know, we got 10-15 feet for par. There's a dead spot of the grass right over here. I think I'm going to aim either at that or like right in between, and we'll see if it breaks that way. This would be really nice if I saved this for par out of the bunker. Oh, I pulled it a little bit. I read it right. I didn't start it far enough right. Decent roll too. If that line was better, that would have dropped. Uphill, left to right, going left edge. One hole after this. Alright. Alright, we made it. 9th hole, par 4, 307 I think it was. Slightly pin is, I don't know if you guys can see it, I probably just blocked it, but up and to the right. A little bit more of a narrow fairway. Want to start it. Kind of a mystery if I'm going to draw it or not, but hopefully either start it towards the bunkers on the left by this fence in the road and then have it come back, or aim more towards those trees and draw it. Maybe I'll split the difference. Just looking to not try to clobber it, just put something out there in play. Oh, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Alright, I drew it again. It is right, it bounced, oh, it went down to the hill to the right, but it's right at that white 150 out there. Should be fine. I don't know where these draws are coming from. If you guys wondering what I'm doing, so basically like I said, having the ball just a little bit further back in my stance, more towards the middle. I line up to where it feels like I'm pointing my left foot a little bit. I'm kind of at where I want to start it, and then all I do is I shift my hips and my shoulders to the right so I can come from more from the inside. And it seems like both tee shots, wedge shots, everything else, I've been hitting it much straighter and or drawing it, at least reducing the slice. So, all right, well, it was a halfway decent drive, but we got tree trouble and this thing's sitting down. I've got 50, but I don't think I can hit. This would be a really good 52 yardage, but I don't think I can hit a 52 because I'm going to clip these branches. So I think I'm going to go punch 8 iron, and hopefully I get lucky. Hopefully. It's tough to even see the ball. I just kicked this thing, but I aim for this. The ball's right here. It's sitting down. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but we're going punch 8, like I said. I want to just try to, hopefully, it's going to come out hot. This is going to be grass behind the ball, but just trying to land it on this hill and let it roll up onto the green, hopefully, right on this hump. Choking down, right hand's completely on the metal. Sit, sit, sit. Oh, it's sandy. All right, we're just on the fringe on the backside. Halfway decent shot, came out a little bit too hot, put a little bit too much on it, but we're, I think, either putting or chipping for birdie on the backside of the green. All right, we'll go with a little head-on view again. So, just on the fringe, downhill putt. I think it's going to be right to left. Another birdie putt. Technically, we're not on the green, but this thing is really burnt out over here. This is basically down to the dirt. I think I almost need to start it up in here. This is not a very high percentage putt, but it'd be really nice if it went. All I'm looking for is to put it within a tap-in range. I don't know if I hit it enough, and that's not very good. Well, basically the same putt from half the distance now for par. That was a horrendous putt. I don't think the line was horrendous, but I hit that way, way, way too soft. Nice putt. That was kind of lucky, but that's a par. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I like this course. If I came back here again, I think this is a gettable course. If I came back here again, I think I could shoot a good amount better. Probably a good, I don't want to be too aggressive, but I would think probably I could cut 5 strokes off of the score, whatever this is going to be. There was multiple. I had almost every single hole, it seemed like I had birdie opportunities, which they weren't makeable birdie opportunities, but like I was saying, I could lag them up for par. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about, I think it was the first hole or second hole maybe, the little kick out from the penalty area. But besides that, I mean, played with that same orange ball the whole time. Hit it decent, struck the ball well besides that 4 iron. Chipped pretty decent, long irons were good, mid irons were good. I mean, like, tee shots were all good. It was just putting. These greens were tough, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to see if I can play again tomorrow. The next day after that, which is going to be Wednesday, is going to be a complete washout. There's a hurricane coming through. So tomorrow is probably it for golf. But I've recorded probably 4 or 5 videos now down here, so hopefully you guys like the Villages type of golf. There's tons of golf courses, so if you guys do like it, I'll try to come back down here sooner than later, and we'll see what we can do. But until next time, see you guys in the next video.